What's going on, miners and rental rig hosts? So, if you guys have noticed, there has been a surge in demand on Vast.ai the last week or so, and I believe that that is not an accident. There is some pretty exciting news on the horizon. Some of you guys probably are already aware of this, but I think the reason for this surge in 5090s, 4090s, even 3090s, and H100s, H200s as well is because there is a brand new spec mine in town and the hype is real. And I think the project is pretty neat as well. And so with that, we have decided to launch AlphaPool Pearl mining. And this project is fascinatingly exciting. And the great news is that our miner that we launched yesterday is up to 3 times faster compared to the other available miner software. So huge shout out to Jonathan there. I stood up the pool yesterday and he's been optimizing the mining software and it is going amazingly. So what we've done here is actually target consumer grade GPUs. So if you got 30 series, 40, 50 series GPUs, you can go ahead and run this, and there is no miner software that is going to be able to get you the current speed that we're offering. And we also have the most competitive pool fee that there is available. So if you missed the boat during night mining, a couple months back, if you were not able to mine kaspa pre-exchange when it was nice and juicy on a GPU, Aleo mining in testnet when it was pre-ASIC, if you missed QUAI when it was an Iron Age testnet before everything ramped up, this might be your chance. I do not have a crystal ball. I personally find this project pretty exciting. But if you're a seasoned miner, you're done. You can pause this video right now, hop over to the pool website, click get started. All the information you need to get started mining is there right now, and the pool is live. So if you want to FOMO in, go ahead, stop this video, and go ahead and get mining right now. So for those of you who are curious how to get mining quickly and what Pearl is, I'm going to spend the next few minutes just, providing you guys that information, and then everybody will be off to the races. So you can currently mine just fine in Ubuntu. If you just come over here and click the get started. Everything you need is right here. This is your one-liner. Make sure that you have curl installed if you're doing rentals. You can use Docker, and we also, so you can use Windows WSL2 to also run this if you are a Windows user with like 1 GPU or something. So I just want to show you guys a few of the resources and explain Pearl real quick, and then I'll show you how to get connected. So if you come over to the main pool website, everything you need is down here. The Pearl website, their GitHub, their X page. Here is their white paper. If you want to give this a read or point your AI at it and get yourself at least some type of executive summary so you know what's going on here before you start mining. My recommendation is to do at least your own due diligence before you start pointing, your time, attention, resources, and watts at this project. So I'm going to give you all the resources in the video description below for you to do that. And this page really has like kind of everything you need, and it's pretty exciting. You at least read the abstract, man. I'll even help you. This proof of useful work L1 protocol where mining is produced natively from AI computations, right? So the heart of the protocol is a new efficient implementation of GPU matrix multiplication, allowing GPUs to implement proof of work as a side effect of AI training, right? So proof of work and AI inference is happening on the GPUs. So this is pretty exciting. At the end of that, to prove that the the matrix multiplication occurred, a ZK snark happened. So you got ZK proofs occurring here, and it is also post-quantum secure. So like just everything that you could possibly have that is exciting right now in the space, all packaged into one project with some pretty interesting academic rapport and publications behind it. So I want to just keep this video short and tactical, and I'm just going to give you the resources, tell you that I'm pretty excited about this as a spec mine, and just let you guys go to town from here. But I'll drop a link to a blog post, and then, some of the information that, I've curated to kind of make my decision to launch a pool yesterday. But here's my AIs breaking down the tokenomics if you're interested in that. So no big, block of reward halvings. And also we're firmly in the ASIC resistant territory here because we're using tensor cores and we're doing GPU AI inference, right? So I think that's pretty exciting as well. And that's why we launched the pool to target consumer grade cards so that, you know, everybody, if you got your 3090, your 4090, whatever, 3070s and 60s are also doing real good on this, you can point your hardware. So that's kind of the plan here. Also data centers, we are optimizing for Hoppers and H100s, 200s as well. So I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Let's get into the how you can mine section right now. So step one of mining Pearl is going to be getting yourself a Pearl wallet, right? So you can actually just come on over to the pool, click get started. You can grab the the Pearl wallet desktop application from their GitHub. Jonathan is also working on hopefully us integrating a web wallet into the pool, so that'll make things even smoother for you. And there are a couple other options as well, man. You know, GPU compute is just like getting bought up. So you can actually just create an account on their main website here, like literally with a login, and you can get yourself a wallet address that way. So like literally a login and a password on this main account, and then, you know, you can just come on over here into my wallet. However, this would not be my recommendation for your like mining wallet. I'm actually going to move this. This was just me literally learning about the project yesterday for the first time. And so this is just one method. Now, once you have yourself a wallet, you're going to need that address, and then you're kind of good to go. You can just literally, we've made this so you can just kind of drop in a one-liner into your terminal and get mining. So because I think anybody just using Linux doesn't really need my help so much, I'm actually going to just show how you would do this in Windows right now. So I'm actually just in a Windows 11 environment recording this video, and I'm going to launch PowerShell. So let's go ahead and do the Windows button. We're going to launch PowerShell here. Make sure you have, Windows WSL2 installed, and then I'm going to do WSLD Ubuntu, and I'm going to start up my PowerShell here. I'm sorry, I'm going to start up my WSL2. Then I like to just kind of make sure I'm in the home directory there. I like to be in home Ubuntu. Now I'm going to be installing stuff, so I need to be root. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly. So if you're newer at this, you know, just make sure that you apt update and then do apt upgrade. And then you're going to need to have curl installed because we're going to do a curl command to get this running. So you'll do apt install curl. Yes, I already have it installed, so it's obviously not going to install it again. And then from here, we're kind of ready now. So let me just go ahead and move this over for a second. So we're going to come over here to the Get Started page. We're going to actually just be doing this Linux one-liner. So let's go ahead and here, let me do it like this so we can all watch it together. So we're going to use this curl command. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this into my terminal here. And it's going to download it. And then I need to make it so that I can execute it as a bash command. So you can actually just do this at the same time. So you can just copy and paste, do this at once. And now you're ready. So now we can go ahead and copy in. We're going to need our wallet address. So we're going to go ahead and just drop this in. I'm going to name my rig. So this is my farm PC here. And then I'm going to go back up to my address. And now I'm going to grab my Perl address. I just right click to copy and paste into here. So let me get my Perl address. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and just drop that in. And that's it. And now we can press enter. And here we go. We are off to the races. So let's go ahead and move this over. Probably GPU's getting put to work right now. So let me just minimize this and we'll maximize this. And there we go. That's it. You are now mining in Windows. Everybody else, Docker is available. Ubuntu, you guys know how to use the terminal. So give this a second. There's variable difficulty, so it'll self-adjust. I would recommend to keep an eye if your hash rate seems abnormal. You're going to want to set a custom difficulty. I am working on a flag on the front end, so if like the hash rate seems abnormal, I would like there to be an alert that says, hey, your hash rate would be better if you set the custom difficulty to this value. So that's really it. Currently, we are kind of blowing everybody out of the water in regard to hash rate speed on this mining software. So huge shout out to Jonathan, who's finishing up optimizing for 5090s right now. And then we're going to do H100s and 200s, CMP 100 210s. I am mining on, they are optimized and that's going well. And then if you're in HiveOS, I'm trying to get this up on GitHub so you can do the custom flight sheet, but you can already just do literally this exact same thing in HiveOS. So you would just come over here into your shell, you know, and then just literally run the exact same thing. So just make sure that you have curl installed, and then just do literally exactly what I just said, and it'll work, and you can get your HiveOS rig mining. So things are moving fast, so I want to keep this video short and sweet. And just wrap up letting you guys know that if you need any help, I'm going to continue to update the hash rates here as we get these new GPUs online. And then you can come into the Discord, just pop into my Discord, and then there's the Pearl channel that we just put up there yesterday. People are coming in, miners are mining, so this is the time. Good luck out there, everybody, and happy mining.